In this video, we'll be taking a look at two MLB games happening on October 16, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Texas Rangers versus Houston Astros. The Texas Rangers and Houston Astros continue their best-of-7 American League Championship Series on Monday afternoon in Houston. The game will feature a pair of playoff veteran pitchers as the Rangers will send out righty Nathan Eovaldi to take on Astros lefty Framber Valdez. Eovaldi will be making his 9th career playoff start and 13th appearance overall, while Valdez will be making his 13th career postseason start and 14th appearance overall. The Rangers know no matter what happens in this game, they will go back home with home field advantage, but they shouldn't be happy with that. The pitching was dominant in the first game, giving up only 5 hits and 0 runs. Leody Taveras had quite the home run, and that was a big reason the Rangers were able to secure the victory. Jordan Montgomery had quite the start, going 6.1 innings, giving up 5 hits and 0 runs. He also had 6 strikeouts. Even though the Rangers were able to win the first game, they are going to want the offense to get going faster in this game. On the mound for the Rangers will be Nathan Eovaldi, who sits with a 2-0 record and an earned run average of 1.32. The Astros sent Justin Verlander to the mound, and they still now find themselves down 1-0 in the series. The Astros did have 5 hits, but they couldn't bunch any together, and that was the difference. No one on the Astros had more than 1 hit, and that is something that is going to need to change in a big way here. On the mound for the Astros will be Framber Valdez, who sits with an 0-1 record and an earned run average of 10.38. In his last start against the Twins, he gave up 5 runs and 7 hits. The numbers heading into Game 2 point in many ways to the Rangers taking a 2-0 lead in this series. They have won 6 straight games. Nathan Eovaldi is 2-0 in the playoffs, and the Astros are now 4 games under .500 at home this season. Intangibles still count for something, but I will back this Astros team coming off a World Series title and making their 7th straight appearance in the American League Championship Series. Houston turns to lefty Framber Valdez in Game 2, and while the lefty is just 1-2 against the Rangers this season and 0-1 in this postseason, his career mark of 7-3 in the playoffs proves he is a big game pitcher. On Monday afternoon, Valdez will need to be all that and more against the Rangers. One thing to note from Sunday night's game is the Rangers' quiet night at the plate. The Rangers have been notoriously streaky at the plate and were quiet in Game 1 with just 6 hits. The Astros' bats were equally quiet in Game 1, but watch out for a big night from Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez is hitting .714 in his career versus Eovaldi, including a home run and a double with 3 RBI. Kyle Tucker, who has struggled in the playoffs, is hitting .333 with a home run in his career versus Eovaldi. Lastly, Houston should have Michael Brantley in a designed hitter versus Eovaldi, and he has a home run and 5 RBI in his career against the veteran Rangers righty. So the Houston Astros money line is our full game side pick. Much like Game 1, I expect both of these veteran managers to push many of the right buttons and keep this game close with good use of their respective bullpens. Rangers skipper Bruce Bochy and Astros manager have 3 World Series titles between them and plenty of playoff experience. They will both manage to prevent the big inning and keep this game tight like in Game 1. Both of Monday's pitchers can also get their teams deep into the game with nearly 30 playoff appearances between them. The Rangers have scored 3 runs or less in 2 of their last 3 road playoff games. The Astros, meanwhile, have scored just 2 runs or less in 2 of their last 3 home playoff games. This will be another tight game that will be decided by the bullpens late. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Philadelphia Phillies. The National League Championship Series kicks off on Monday night with the unlikely Diamondbacks meeting the defending league champion Phillies in a best-of-7 series. Arizona smoked the wildly favored Dodgers in 3 straight, clinching in their first postseason game at home. 4-2 last Wednesday. Cy Young candidate right-hand pitcher Zach Gallen will get the start for the visitors. Philadelphia stuffed the powerful Braves offense, capped with a 3-1 win at home in last Thursday's clincher. They are expected to roll with veteran right-hand pitcher Zach Wheeler as their starter. One team is 4 games away from playing for the ultimate prize, and that pursuit begins with a first pitch from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. The Diamondbacks' first postseason trip since 2017 has been wildly successful, with the first National League Championship Series appearance since they were swept by Colorado in 2007. Versus division rival Los Angeles, they absolutely pounced, with 6 runs in the very first inning of their National League Division Series, and they never looked back from there. Against one of the best lineups in the game, Arizona's pitching allowed just 2 runs in each of the 3 matchups, and has only once allowed 3 runs this postseason. The lone fault on the pitching end may be the 16 walks allowed, something they'll need to clamp down on if they wish to advance to their first World Series since they won it all in 2001. The Phillies have been frighteningly good during their postseason run, punctuated by their response to their lone loss thus far. Following their 5-4 defeat in Game 2 of the National League Division Series, Philadelphia responded with a 10-2 beatdown in Game 3 and a 3-1 shutdown of the Braves' vaunted offense in Game 4. The Phillies pitching staff has posted a shutout in the postseason and have 3 times held their opponent to just 1 run. Opponents have hit just .188 against Philadelphia's pitchers in the postseason. On the other side, the Phil's offense has been raking, mashing 13 home runs and scoring 31 runs. They enter this series hitting .274 as a club in the postseason with 26 extra base hits and 9 stolen bases. This might not be the series that everyone wanted, but this could very well turn out to be just as good as anything anyone had in mind. Both teams have excelled at the exact right time, and the one Phillies loss aside, both have dominated against the teams everyone expected to be here. The series opener features an outstanding Zach matchup on the hill. These starting pitchers have had their team in position to win each time they've hit the hill this postseason, and for much of the year for that matter. Head-to-head, Gallen had 1 start against the Phillies this season, a no decision on the road back in May. Wheeler actually got 2 cracks at the Diamondbacks, going 1-1 with a 3 earned run average and 10 strikeouts. Against some of the Phil's better bats, Gallen has done well, holding Trea Turner to a .222 average with 6 strikeouts in 18 career at-bats, while limiting Harper to 4 hits, just 1 extra base hit, and 3 Ks in 12 at-bats. Versus some of Arizona's hottest bats, Wheeler has held Corbin Carroll hitless in 6 plate appearances, but Kettle Marte has gone 4 for 1-0 with a double, a home run, and 2 RBIs. The regular season series saw the Phillies with a 4-2 advantage straight up, but these teams haven't seen each other since June. The Arizona Diamondbacks are enjoying an incredible run, winning all 5 playoff games and doing so against division winners. They swept Milwaukee and easily swept the Dodgers by outscoring them 19-6. Arizona is known for the hitting, but the pitching has been incredible, allowing 3 or fewer runs in all 5 postseason games. Furthermore, Diamondback starter Zach Gallen limited the Brewers and Dodgers to just 2 runs spanning 11.1 innings in this postseason. Gallen has dominated the Phillies throughout his career, sporting a dazzling 2.22 earned run average and a 3-1 record in 24.1 innings. While the Phillies have also been dominant, Arizona scored 4 runs against Wheeler in the first meeting this season. The Philadelphia Phillies should be favored because they're at home and Zach Wheeler is on the mound. However, I've been riding the Diamondbacks in the plus money all postseason, and it has yet to fail. The Diamondbacks are 5-0 in this postseason, and their pitching hasn't blinked. Plus money with a Cy Young candidate in Zach Gallen also doesn't hurt. Gallen had a 3.47 earned run average and 1.12 WHIP with 220 strikeouts this season, and he's allowed just 4 runs in 11.1 postseason innings. In 98 at-bats against current Diamondbacks, Wheeler is allowing a .276 batting average and 5 homers. I believe that Gallen gets the advantage from the hill, but this will be an extremely hard-fought opener to set the tone for a great series. We're getting plus money with a team that hasn't lost this postseason, so the Arizona Diamondbacks money line is our full game side pick. Arizona has consistently generated offense against the Brewers and Dodgers. They scored 5 and 6 runs respectively in 2 games against the Brewers and collected 19 runs in 3 games against the Dodgers. The power is on display, bashing 13 home runs, and this is a smaller park. In addition, the Phillies are also in a groove. They have averaged 5.1 runs in their 6 playoff bouts, including 20 runs in 4 meetings against the Braves. Gallen isn't as sharp on the road, where he has issued a mediocre 4.42 earned run average on the season. The over is 3-1 in the last 5 meetings between these rivals. I expect a barrage of scoring. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.